There's plenty of map for us to clear right now. Plenty of loot to go get. Let's do it. Can do some kingdom dev if you have some time. No, I can't, because I have no one to develop. Everyone's busy. So, Death Scythe says just skip days? No, I'd much rather go exploring for 5 days than just skip days. We gotta take advantage of our timeline, man. Just skip days. Do you even watch this stream? Can you get more advisors? No, we're maxed right now. We have every advisor filled. Yeah. Do 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 do. Boop. Okay. Oh, Varnhold. Oh, we gotta go up to Varnhold and talk to the bro there. Let's do that. Also, why is this lit up? And what's the overgrown cavern? How do I get to the overgrown cavern? Let's go there. Hit that on the way up. All right, so we need to be thinking about heading back at 26. Let's go with 26.
I tire.
Swear to God, Tristan. Oh, it's me! Oh, I'm the worst. Let's do it anyway. We're doing it live. Oh, we need to do the cave dragon too. Oh, we totally missed an event in here. We missed an event in here. Because this is the area that the Kellid barbarians come to after Varnhold. And you can talk to them in here. And I think they just tell you where the barbarian camp is. So I don't think we missed much.
All according to plan.
I'm pretty sure they just let you know where the camp is. So we should be fine. Some loot, though.
Done and done.
Ooh, braces of armor +4. Nice, nice. All right, this is definitely worth the stop. Those are what, 4K? Yep. Beautiful. All right. Another location cleared. I restarted my 100+ hour playthrough after pit tax because I hadn't done any research projects and you said they were quite important. Can you show which ones you've already done by this stage of the game? Says AJ Chutman. Sure, buddy. Is Lindsay underwhelming? No, bards are actually incredible in this game. I'm just not using a bard right now. If I was using a bard, I'd use Lindsay in a heartbeat. But there's lots of great class combinations in this game. So here are the curses. We have done every single curse except Armag, Defaced Sisters, Tristian, Vorticai, and Tartuk. I currently have both of these people on Everblooming Flower and Hanvaki family, and I've pretty much been doing these as much as I can. So we have 5 left, 2 being done and 5 left towards the end of Act 4. Yep. And I've literally been doing these as much as I can. So, yeah. Hopefully we'll have enough time. I think we will. I think we'll have enough time, but who knows? I'm doing them as fast as I can. How do I have my Tristian set up? Pretty much full healer. Pretty much full healer. He is straight cleric with some AoE fire spells and then a lot of support spells and
in due time.
A lot of extra channeling. The passage is caved in. Whatever secrets this tomb held will remain hidden forever. Oh, so the update to this area is the fact that we can no longer go to this area. Okay, good talk. As long as you start the new ones the second the previous ones finish, you should be able to do all of them in time. That's what I'm planning on doing, Dark Hollow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I tire.
I need to catch my breath.
All right, so our goal here. Oh, the Archmage thing finished while we were here. We can teleport here now. Nice. How do you have Tristian do damage? Mostly AoE fire spells that do DC checks instead of touch AC. So no real raise on him. I do mostly like Fireball, Controlled Fireball, Flame Strike. These hit pretty well with him because they're DC based. Also, at this stage of the game, my Tristian is blind. So if he was like, blindness is a really nasty buff in this game. It basically just removes 50% on every single attack. It sucks. So thankfully, blindness does not affect AoE spells that do DC. So we're good. We're good.
Follow my lead.
Am I going to buff? Oh, no, not yet. We're not going to fight here. We're just here to talk to a dude about opening his store, I think.
All according to plan.
This bro. This bugged out in my last playthrough, so I don't know what we're doing. Welcome! We've just brought in a couple of new recruits. The guards are teaching them all they need to know about standing night watch. Also, I'm busy making armor for the boys. No one should fight bandits with a bare chest. Leather armor can do wonders. It won't make a lot of noise and give away your ambush, but it will protect you just fine from a blade. How's the militia doing? We're doing fine. We train volunteers, keep the hotheads separated, catch thieves. Don't worry. If anything goes wrong, I'll let you know right away. I'd like to know more about your craft. Leatherworking, you mean? With pleasure. You see, the trick is to remove the hide so that the tendons don't stick to it. Otherwise, it will go brittle. Then you only need patience. You let it rest, you drench it in salt water. That way you get sturdy leather, hard as wood, but still flexible. If you wear that, you can rest easy even when some bastard's poking you with a blade. It's not steel, of course, but you won't be running around the woods all day in steel or sneaking up on someone from behind. And then there's all the other equipment you need to survive a day in the woods or on a dark street, and it's all made of leather as well. Without a good pair of boots, the first snake will get you if you haven't drowned in some swamp lately. And without gloves, every poisonous bush will leave its nasty marks on your hands. And I don't even want to get started on belts, the most useful thing you own if you don't want to lose all your things while you're on the run. All in all, it's a good craft to know, and it keeps bread on the table. Cool. Oh, dude, you were in a gang? Oh, yes, the mistakes of youth. There's a lot of youngsters in Daggermark. Those who can think on their feet join in packs. Street gangs fooling around, putting the squeeze on merchants, all that. But that's all behind me now. Besides, we never messed anyone over. Or better to say, we kept things in order. Nice. Why'd you choose to settle here? I killed the wrong man. I thought he was a villain. A threat to those who were under my protection. I couldn't forgive myself, so I left. I went wherever the road would take me. As for Varnhold, I was just passing through and I suddenly felt, this is it. I felt like the place I could start a new life, an honest life, a life lived by the law, and here I am. Wait. You killed an innocent person you thought was a villain? And then you ran? So you're a murderer. And I guess we're just going to let that glaze over. I have to go. Okay. That's a little weird. I'm very surprised there's not like a lawful good thing there. Like you need to go to the dungeon or something. That's very strange. Loads of shite says it was a prank. Oh, just a prank, bro? Okay, cool. Great. Just a prank? Awesome. Just a prank, bro. I only stabbed you a little. You still have another kidney. God. Some people so needy. You think you have 2 lungs to look good? Okay. That's what Jathal says? Right, right. Okay.
Tire.
Ooh. Let's see what this is. We should probably rest.
May we have a moment of
Thankfully, we have this awesome aviary here, so we can go anywhere we want on this side of the map, and we'll always have access to our kingdom. Oh, the Aviary is one of the coolest buildings they could have put in this game. It is so pro. So incredibly pro. Also, can we talk for a second how my blind guy is one of my best watchmen? Nice. Aviary is DLC only? Oh, I didn't know that. Really? Why no Aviary on the other side of the map? Actually, I need to. What I'm going to do is I am going to put an Aviary, I think, in the dire Gnarl Marches when we take that. So the plan is if I can get an Aviary... Oh, maybe I want southern Gnarl Marches, because that'll be both these areas. Hold on. Can I go any more south? Is this a region? No, I don't think that's a region. So, the best one would be to get Glenabon. We need to get Glenabon. We need to put a city right smack in the center of it so we can warp to it. Actually, no, what we'll probably do is put a city over here. And then we can warp here. And then since we're going to be able to warp to Ceratopia, we can put the Gnarl Marches city here, or maybe here. We're gonna get a Pitax eventually, but I don't remember where Pitax is. I think it's somewhere down here. So we'll probably want to warp here and like up here, and then I never got as far as this one, so I have no idea what's there. Yeah, we'll have to see. But I think we're gonna put an Aviary in Glenabon when we get that far again, which is a little ways off. How many acts are there? There's 7 total. What does an Aviary do? An Aviary allows you to travel in all realms adjacent to the realm with the Aviary and still have access to your kingdom. So it's super, super useful. Like, it made doing the entire Act 4 Vorticai stuff so much less stressful. Because in my last run, what I had to do is I had to meticulously remember what days were left on all the different things. And then whenever I got close to one of those days, I'd have to truck my ass all the way back into my inventory, make sure the roll actually was good, and then truck my ass all the way back to wherever I was. So I wasted weeks of time just trying to do that. It was a total pain in the ass. So the Aviary has basically completely fixed that. Yeah. Irvitar, I do want to check out Pathway. We're going to be checking out Operencia on Saturday. So depending on how much I like Operencia, we may play more of that on Sunday, or maybe we'll check out Pathway on Sunday. We'll probably check out Pathway at some point next week, because a lot of people have been asking me about my opinion on it, and I want to be able to at least tell you something. So even if it's just like a first look stream, we will check out Pathway at some point in the near future. In fact, Triwar Berry Pathway overlay. Great. All right, well, whatever we need is not down there. Am I interested in trying the Phoenix Wright series? Maybe.
That is not far.
Don't know yet. Well, that's a lot of bones. Anything over here? Let's look for perception checks. Not a thing. Okay. Let's see what's in here. How far until I get into uncharted territory? We are on the way, dude. We're closing in on the end of Act 4. And as soon as Act 4 is done, we have Act 5. And then my playthrough ended at the end of Act 5.
Do not falter.
So, Alpha Warg from Dunsburg?
We'll do it the hard way.
What does this mean? Good God.
Onwards.
Whoa.
Consider you provoked.
Stay behind me.
Dude, every single wolf has gotten feared every single time. Dude, Val's rolls must be insane. Like, now that she has so much persuasion.
Amateurs.
Man, that is so OP. I love it. Love it! Yeah, Val is doing work this run, dudes. She is doing work. Val was just kind of an okay tank in our first run, but in this run, she is a lot more. Let's see what this cloak is. This cape grants its wearer +1 bonus to enchantment spells. That's terrible. What's this? Who the hell uses a punch dagger? Alright, let's go. But hey, loot's loot. How do those sell for? 800? 2k. Maybe about 3k coming in here. No, nothing wrong with that. That's decent Skrilla. Can you check her persuasion rolls? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Valerie attacks... No, let's see. Yeah, here's the intimidate check. She's getting plus 41 modifier on a 27 DC. Okay. Okay. There you go. That's the thing. That new belt we got is really helping. Hills for the win. Holy hell, the big man himself, Co, gifted me a sub to his channel. Absolutely awesome. Well, thanks for hanging out in the channel, Hills. You deserve it for the win. I appreciate it. Are you aware that in the tabletop game, intimidate checks can't normally fear targets, only shake them? Psychic Rat, funny enough, I think that's how it is here, which is specifically why we dipped Valerie into the Thug class, which has a specific ability called Frightening. Whenever a Thug successfully uses a Persuasion to demoralize a creature, the duration of the shaking condition is increased by 1 round. In addition, if the target is shaken for 4 or more rounds, the Thug makes the target frightened for 1 round. That is the entire reason we dipped her into Thug. Bada boom. Let's go up to the spider lair. Ooh, look at that in a minute. Don't Care Bear says, the more you know. Yes, Thug life. Yes, Thug life. Val is, that's right, Kuro thought. Val is what we call straight gangster. Yeah. Well said.
In due time. Enemy approaching.
Let us strike as one.
You're an Invisispider. What are you? You dead is what you is. Oh, that's right. We can't fear spiders because spiders are fear itself. I forgot that they are immune.
We will be victorious.
Great.
All according to plan.
Doop, 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 boop. Uh-oh.
Clever ploy.
Spiders equal fear elementals. I like it.
This is for you.
Fear elementals.
I shall end this suffering.
You do that, buddy.
This should do it.
Ooh, that one went
A
deep.
calculated risk.
Stop getting hit, Knock Knock. Man, I love seeing those -2s every time he hits.
To victory.
Love it.
Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
There we go.
Onwards.
Uh-oh. Oh, God, Octavia. Oh, God. Quick, polymorpher. That worked! So OP. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Requires your attention.
You forced my hand.
That is one fast wolf.
I found something interesting.
Awesome.
Ha!
See ya. Okay. Nice. That's some free money. Ooh. Arrow guard. What are you? You sound expensive. Oh, you are expensive. This +4 buckler grants the squad an additional +3 bonus to AC against range attacks. That's not bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jublast's spell does like... Subject gains damage reduction 10 magic against ranged weapons. Well, no, this is like a ward. Where the other thing is like just AC versus it. Yeah, so those are different. Cool, cool. Oh, and we got some spider legs somethings. Baked spider legs. I don't have any flour? Oh, I think I banked it all. It's weird that it doesn't show you the effect of the recipe when you look at it in here. That's something that's always confused me in this game. Like when you look at a recipe, it should clearly tell you what eating that food does. It does when you're camping, but yeah. Not quite the same. Can we go in here? Doesn't look like it. Oh! Mushroom. Can't leave without mushrooms. Badger, 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 badger. Should be down here somewhere. By the way, you polymorphed a spider and it became vulnerable to fear. That is awesome. Yeah, isn't that great? Not only that, but I'm pretty sure the only reason that happened is because Val hit him with a Cormorant Smash, which then caused him to run. Oh, also, by the way, I saw a lot of people earlier say that they recommend getting Dreadful Carnage. I don't want to get Dreadful Carnage. For a couple reasons.
In due time.
One, Valerie has to get the kill. Like, her weapon needs to kill the enemy for Dreadful Carnage to work. And honestly, anytime I can take Dreadful Carnage, I can probably get extra AC on her, so I'd almost always want that. And second of all, there are definitely opportunities where I don't want Val fearing. And in a case like that, I would basically have to, like, stop her from attacking or something in the off chance she gets the kill, and I don't want to have to deal with that either. So, yeah. I appreciate the tips, but I don't think I'm going to get Dreadful Carnage this run. Also, I'm already pretty dreadful myself, so I don't think we need to amp that up anymore. Let's see. So we've got 2 more days. Let's actually do like a little actual exploring here. We haven't even been to this side of the map yet. Nice. Oh, we can't connect this? That's a little bit weird. Okay. Ah, ooh. Double. Yeah. Oh, Dreadful Carnage can be toggled off. Okay. To be fair, I didn't know that. That's cool. I did think it was a permanent passive. But even then, I still think that that it could be spent better. Yeah.
We will
I still think it
prevail.
can be spent better.
That's more like it. Learn why. Let yourself open.
Man, those things are actually pretty damn tough. 360 experience. We got pretty lucky that fight. But yeah, those things can be pretty brutal. Why am I missing so much stuff on Ko right now? He should have like... Oh, I'm not in my region. That's why. That's why. There you go, our husband. Nice. Did I ever play D&D? The only D&D I've ever played was on Twitch. And I've done a little, but not a lot. I really enjoyed playing D&D back in the day with this GM named Steven. His name was Silent Osiris. And I played with him on Roleplay, which was JP's thing. And he had this incredible world that he crafted called the West Marches. And that was like my first real experience with D&D. And honestly, screw you, Steven. And I hope someone shows you this clip later. Screw you. Your world in West Marches and your DM style was so good that it literally, like, it's hard to do more D&D now. Like, he spent so much time crafting that world and helping me make characters, and he was so understanding at my first time. Like it was, yeah. Honestly, I need to, like, if I'm gonna do more D&D, it needs to be with him and buddies, because, like, man, West Marches was just so
That is
incredibly
not
cool.
far.
And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, what Steven essentially did was he crafted this entire world. He made like a wiki for it. And then what JP would do, and keep in mind, West Marches was like this amazing joint effort between JP and Steven. And what he would do is anytime there'd be a weekly D&D show, it'd be a bunch of different people every week, but they would all be existing characters in West Marches. So everyone would have their own backstories, everyone would have their persistent characters, and every week it'd be different people. And if the same people came back every other week, sometimes they'd play the same characters, sometimes they'd play someone totally new. So it was just such a cool idea. And yeah, and then the implementation was great,
As it
and then
should
he
be.
kept painstaking track of all the stuff that happened, so you could always go to the wiki and like get caught up on everything that's going on in the world. Yeah, it was awesome. What happened to West Marches? Unfortunately, Steven moved. He got a new job, and he just kind of ran out of time. And unfortunately, it was kind of like a perfect storm, because this is right around the same time that JP was like really starting to get roleplay going. So instead of Steven having the time and energy and everything to work with JP needed someone with more time. So he picked up another amazing DM named Adam Coble. He is awesome. Many of you know Adam. And Adam Coble is now kind of like the roleplay DM. I actually did some shows with
All
Adam
according
Coble.
to plan.
A fatal
They
mistake.
were kind of outside of my comfort zone.
Be
It
easier
was like a
if you're not
Star
like
Wars
that.
RPG, and it was fun. I mean, I had a good time with it. It was definitely a positive experience for sure. What the hell is going on here? But yeah, like West Marches for me was like really special. And I think honestly, I kind of think that I have a your first MMO situation going on with West Marches, because that was like my first real D&D experience. So now like just like every MMO I ever play gets compared to EverQuest, every D&D experience I have gets compared to West Marches. And that's why I hate Steven, is because it was so good in West Marches that like it kind of skewed everything. So yeah, that's how that works. We're gonna have to get at least one Death Ward. I'll drop one of these. We'll go ahead and use his holy relic to bring that in, and then hopefully we'll be able to get away with just tanking with Val. But there's like 5 specters, so this might be a little bit rough. Bellistener, I honestly don't even know about that, so I'm just gonna leave that. Yeah. I think Code would enjoy a cyberpunky D&D with Adam. Yeah, maybe down the road. But again, like it's just there was something about like I felt super comfortable in the West Marches. I don't know why, but
My
I just
skills are getting
Jubilas is
rusty.
Death Ward too. Oh great, actually I'll just go ahead and use all 3 of them.
I'll
But yeah,
try.
just something about the West Marches was super comfy to me. I think also one of the reasons that I like the West Marches so much was because the world was persistent. That was such a huge deal. Knowing that when you played a character, like you were part of this much bigger narrative, that made it just made it feel special. Yeah, it was really cool. So yeah, I don't know. It was just
In
fun.
due time.
Okay, here we go. Let's do a save. Let's get our frontline death warded.
So, any brilliant ideas?
Uh-oh, wait. Did I click the wrong person? I might have. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and I think we'll probably go ahead and do... Let's do what I was talking about earlier. Man, Tristian has so many good spells now. Let's put his summons up here. We'll put you... You need to be down here. I want you in control 2. Let's put the summons right next to each other. Let's put the restorations right next to each other. Let's put the dispels after that. Guidance should be up there because I actually use that. You don't need to be on there. You don't need charge. You don't need fighting defensively. Although, wait a second. Is there any reason I shouldn't have fighting defensively on him?